The internet just lit another 5-alarm drama fire. And this one comes with two heavyweight names, a pile of secret exposure claims, and a timeline screaming like somebody pulled the celebrity chaos lever again. 1 minute it's a rumor post, next minute it's a full-blown digital war room. Headlines flying, clips resurfacing, fans arguing like it's a pay-per-view debate with no referee. And right in the center of the storm, 50 Cent speaking up, Jay-Z trending, and everybody online suddenly promoted to chief investigator of things they didn't witness. You've got drama pages yelling exposed, reaction channels gasping like oxygen is optional, and meme accounts already printing trophies for a fight that may or may not even exist. This is the kind of overreaction that makes reality TV look like a quiet chess tournament in a library basement. The exaggeration is bench pressing trucks. The speculation is doing backflips without a helmet. Tonight we're ripping this whole rumor rocket apart, what was actually said, what got inflated like a parade balloon, what history got dragged back into the spotlight, and how one claim turned into a viral explosion because when secrets revealed trends before receipts appear. You're not watching news. You're watching digital theater with surround sound. The spark for this latest celebrity shockwave didn't come with court documents, sworn statements, or a neatly packaged timeline. Of course not. That would require patience, verification, and reading 3 things the algorithm treats like optional side quests. Instead, this drama ignited the classic viral way. One bold claim, one reaction post, a few spicy captions, and suddenly the internet is acting like sealed vaults got cracked open on livestream. No full context, no verified dossier, just noise with confidence turned all the way up. Here's how the chaos chain usually forms. Someone posts a statement or clip tied to a long-running tension narrative. Drama accounts grab it, season it, and serve it with flaming headline sauce. Secrets exposed. Truth revealed. He finally spoke. Notice how these phrases generate emotional electricity but zero specifics. It's verbal fireworks. Bright, loud, and mostly smoke. Within hours, repost pages multiply the claim like copy machines set to maximum chaos mode. Each version upgrades the language. Comment becomes warning shot becomes bombshell. By the time it reaches your feed, the sentence has gone through 12 exaggeration filters and a confidence steroid cycle. Same core claim, bigger explosion packaging. Reaction creators jump in like storm chasers with studio lighting. Urgent voices, shocked thumbnails, titles that ask questions but deliver verdicts anyway. What this really means? Amazing, we reached a really means chapter before confirming the what happened chapter. Investigation skipped. Interpretation sprinted. Let's install a speed bump right here because it keeps getting run over. A viral claim is not a verified conclusion. A loud caption is not evidence. A trending post is not a court record. But online, volume gets mistaken for validity every single day. Fan camps assemble instantly. One side says this proves long-suspected tension. Another side says it's recycled feud energy dressed in new clothes. A third side says everybody involved understands the publicity machine and the audience is the unpaid marketing department. All 3 sides are typing like they're billing hourly. History gets dragged out of storage next. Old interviews resurface. Past jokes get replayed with new seriousness. Years-old rivalry moments get edited into pattern videos. Different eras get stitched together like a documentary trailer built by caffeinated editors. Timeline context gets bent like a paperclip. Meme accounts arrive with jet engines, fake case boards, parody evidence folders, dramatic courtroom edits. Humor and hostility blend into one strange content smoothie. Some viewers laugh, some rage, most share. When memes arrive, the story has officially left the facts building and entered the entertainment district. Then comes the body language and tone analysis squad, internet detectives armed with pause buttons and certainty. Voice pitch gets decoded like secret radio signals. Facial expressions get treated like sworn testimony. We are now running CSI, Celebrity Energy Edition. Credentials not included. Confidence fully loaded. The phrase "this confirms everything" starts trending, usually attached to something that confirms absolutely nothing except emotional investment. Delivery beats documentation online every time. If it sounds like a trailer voiceover, it feels like a verdict. Important grounding line: what's spreading right now is reaction to statements and claims, not a verified master file of proven secrets. That doesn't make discussion invalid, but it makes certainty premature. Unfortunately, premature certainty gets premium engagement rates. Engagement numbers shoot up like they found a trampoline. Views stack. Stitch videos multiply. Debate threads stretch longer than movie scripts. The algorithm sits back like a casino boss. The house always wins. And the chips are outrage. Supporters say people are reaching like astronauts. Critics say smoke means fire. Neutral observers say everybody is cooking a rumor stew on maximum heat. Nuance tries to enter the room and gets asked for ID. Old feud highlights get replayed like sports reruns. Every sarcastic line from years ago becomes foreshadowing. Every disagreement becomes proof. We are retrofitting history to support present emotion, a favorite online hobby. Comment sections turn into digital courtrooms with unlimited jurors and zero judges. Nobody asks questions, they file conclusions. Replies stack like legal briefs written by people powered by caffeine and certainty. Now the escalation phase doesn't knock, it kicks the door in wearing rocket boots. What started as "he said something" turns into "this changes everything" in record time. The claim grows muscles. The captions grow sirens. The thumbnails start looking like emergency broadcasts designed by action movie editors. Same core rumor, 10 times the drama coding. This is where a moment becomes a movement and a statement becomes a storyline. Reaction channels flip into full alert mode. Every upload feels like it was recorded 5 minutes after a meteor strike. Wide eyes, urgent tone, giant text screaming, breaking like the internet just discovered fire again. Titles promise full truth while asking questions. In all caps. Somehow it's always both a mystery and a conclusion at the same time. Schrodinger's scandal unproven and confirmed depending on who's narrating. Live stream panels pop up everywhere, grids of faces, overlapping voices, hot takes flying like dodgeballs. Nobody lands the plane. They just keep circling the airport of speculation. The louder the take, the more the chat explodes. The calmer the take, the more the chat asks if you're secretly paid by someone. Nuance is now considered suspicious behavior. Then comes narrative inflation. One creator says there's tension. The next says there's a serious rift. The next says there's a secret war behind the scenes. That's not evidence, that's rumor evolution hitting the gym. Each retelling adds extra reps and protein powder. Fan armies mobilize like it's digital battle season. One side posts defense threads with context clips, alternate angles, and timeline explanations. The other side posts accusation threads with quote collections and dramatic edits. Both sides call their folders receipts. Most of it is screenshots and interpretation wearing a business tie. Meme culture hits maximum overdrive. Fake investigation. Boards with threat string. Parody interrogation clips. Courtroom graphics naming charges that don't exist. Satire spreads so fast it sheds its joke label and gets reposted as proof. Congratulations, the punchline has been promoted to evidence. Pop culture comparisons start raining down like folding chairs at a wrestling finale. Commenters saying this feud energy is bigger than diss track eras, louder than award show clashes, messier than reunion episodes filmed during a blackout. Hyperbole is now on performance enhancers. Understatement moved out of town. Old footage gets pulled back into circulation like vintage clips suddenly rebranded as breaking news. Past interviews, historic shade, unrelated sarcasm all edited into mega compilations titled The Pattern. Different years glued together with assumption tape. That's not always investigation, sometimes that's cinematic universe building with dramatic music. The phrase "connect the dots" starts trending, usually followed by dots that live on different planets. But once arrows appear on a graphic, people salute it like a general just walked in. Visual layout creates instant authority. A clean diagram can sell a messy theory. Comment sections become digital courtrooms again, louder this time. Nobody is undecided. Nobody is unsure. Verdicts fly faster than questions. Threads stretch like infinite scroll arguments. Minds rarely change. Volume always increases. Meanwhile, counter creators step into the arena, the context crowd. They remind viewers that viral claims are not verdicts, that feud history is complicated, that statements are not proof of hidden crimes. Naturally, both sides accuse them of bias. Nuance always gets drafted into a team it never joined. Speculation grows legs and starts jogging into motive theories. Viewers predict hidden agendas, strategic timing, secret alliances, calculated exposure. Moves. We built a skyscraper of conclusions on a sidewalk of confirmed facts. The architecture is impressive. The foundation is imaginary. Engagement keeps climbing because controversy is algorithm jet fuel. Every argument boosts reach. Every rebuttal expands distribution. Every angry reply feeds the machine. Platforms don't measure truth, they measure activity. Accuracy is optional. Interaction is mandatory. Parasocial emotion mixes into the storm. Fans feel personally invested in outcomes they cannot verify and do not control. Loyalty switches flip. Rivalries ignite. It's empathy and entertainment blended into one high caffeine drink. And sitting right in the center of this escalating digital thunderstorm is one quiet, stubborn reality that refuses to trend. The reaction is now much bigger than the verified information. The echo is louder than the original voice. The wave is taller than the splash. Now the fallout phase steps in, and this is where the internet stops replaying the statements and starts rewriting the story like it owns the publishing rights. Not what was said, what it means forever. This is the transformation from viral moment to permanent narrative, and online that happens faster than a beat drop. The timeline doesn't just react, it rebrands people in real time. Watch the language evolve. First it's, did you see what he said? Then it becomes, this shows what's really going on. Then it upgrades to, this proves it. That's the narrative hardening cycle. Question marks quietly disappear. Certainty grows shoulders and starts lifting weights. Speculation puts on a suit and introduces itself as fact's lawyer. Public perception becomes the main battlefield. Supporters roll out long defense threads, context clips, historical balance, alternate interpretations. Critics roll out prosecution threads, quote lists, pattern videos, dramatic timelines. Both sides arrive with folders labeled receipts. Most of it is screenshots and interpretation wearing formal clothes. The middle ground gets bulldozed to build a stadium for hot takes. Reputation math kicks in, the internet's favorite imaginary science. Commentators start calculating brand damage, influence shifts, loyalty erosion like celebrity stock analysts. This hurts credibility. This boosts leverage. This changes alliances. Charts would appear if charts could trend. None of it verified. All of it delivered like quarterly earnings calls for human beings. Relationship narratives stretch like overcooked noodles. Every past interaction gets re-examined. Every neutral moment becomes suspicious. If two people don't publicly address each other fast enough, it becomes tension. If someone posts something unrelated, it becomes coded messaging. Symbolism becomes the official language of speculation again. Media-style recap pages roll in, with polished posts titled Full Breakdown and everything explained. Bullet points, clean graphics, confident summaries. It looks official enough to feel true even when half of it is theory in a necktie. Formatting creates authority. Design creates belief. A neat layout can sell a messy conclusion with frightening efficiency. Comedy keeps colliding with conflict. Parody edits, exaggerated reenactments, sarcastic voiceovers keep circulating, but after enough reposts, satire loses its warning label. Jokes get quoted as statements. Punchlines become quotes. Irony gets flattened by screenshot culture one more time. Pressure builds for clarifications and responses. Audiences want statements, live streams, rebuttals, explanations, closure. On demand. If a response appears, every word gets dissected like courtroom audio. Tone becomes evidence. Word choice becomes motive. Pauses become theories. Breathing patterns probably have fan charts by now. If no response appears, silence becomes the loudest headline. Motives get assigned like raffle tickets. Strategy, fear, legal caution, tactical ignoring. Guesswork opens a consulting firm and starts billing hourly. Brand consequence talk grows louder. Viewers forecast partnership reactions. Audience loyalty shifts. Platform consequences like reputation, weather reporters. High chance of backlash with scattered outrage. It sounds analytical. It feels smart. It's still mostly projection wearing glasses. Then the fatigue curve slides in quietly. The all-caps commentators switch to normal font. The hourly updates slow down. Drama exhaustion sets in, but curiosity never fully leaves. People say they're done while still checking for updates. Attention doesn't exit, it sits in the lobby. And here comes the twist: nobody advertises memory revision. The crowd that declared certainty starts saying, "I only said it looked suspicious." Strong claims soften. Bold takes become just asking questions. Digital footprints put on sunglasses and a fake mustache. Timeline self-protection mode activates. The incident becomes a reference point instead of a headline. Future debates will say, "This feels like that exposure drama. Congratulations, the moment just entered internet mythology, whether it earned it or not." That's how viral legend gets manufactured. Loud, fast, loosely sourced. Through all the noise, one stubborn truth stands like a streetlight in a storm: amplification, outtrend verification, reaction, outtrend records, performance, outtrend proof. The megaphone beat the microscope again, and in celebrity internet culture, nothing truly ends, it reloads. One new post, one new clip, one new statement, and the sequel drops without warning. You just made it through another full throttle. Celebrity drama breakdown, rumors flying, takes colliding, timelines overheating, and comment sections throwing verbal cheers like it's a championship bout. If your brain feels like it just binge-watched a Scandal series with extra bass and zero commercials, congratulations, you're officially built for this channel. If you want breakdowns that don't just repeat viral noise but roast it, test it, and flip it under a spotlight with sarcasm and savage clarity, you already know where you are. We don't just replay the drama, we cross-examine it. We don't just echo the hype, we pressure test the narrative and make the chaos show its id.so. Smash that like button like it owes you money and changed its number. Subscribe like the next scandal is already loading in the background. Because online celebrity drama never takes a vacation. Turn on notifications so you don't walk in late when the next rumor rocket launches and everybody suddenly becomes a certified expert again. Now drop your sharpest take in the comments. Overblown feud fuel? Strategic trolling? Internet imagination doing Olympic gymnastics? I want your verdict, your theory, and your most dangerous one-liner. Keep it spicy, but keep it smart. Share this with that friend who believes every screaming headline and every red arrow thumbnail. Yes, that one. Consider it public service. With entertainment included. More breakdowns. More rumor autopsies. More hype versus reality showdowns non-stop. Stay loud. Stay sharp. Stay skeptical. Truth tattle where viral claims